All right, so what did we just see with these fights in one? And this is something I kind of had mentioned about Rod Tong and Johnson, and that is, you had people saying, oh, well, Rod Tong is great in the clinch as a Thai champion. The Thai clinch is not a factor against a high-level wrestler, especially in the cage. If they can put you into the fence, this is something we saw with Lee versus Stamp. Stamp, also a world champion Thai fighter. Lee was able to put her in the fence and get the better of her in the clinch, take her down, finish the fight. Same thing with Johnson, but a different style. Johnson probably could have controlled Rod Tong against the fence the whole first round if that's what he wanted to do. But he came there to put on a show. He exchanged on his terms, which is what I said he would do. And he landed some good shots in the first round, actually. He could have run away. He could have put him in the fence and controlled him, but he didn't. He traded strikes and, fought on his terms. And in the second round, he just hit a shot, took him down easy, and fight was over. Choked him, put him to sleep. And then Lee versus Stamp, it was more obvious in that fight because Lee got her early. Then she put Stamp in the fence, several times and took her down. And she only needed a few of those takedowns to ultimately end the fight. And so I think one thing we saw that I think is true whenever you do it, a good wrestler, a good to great wrestler, has a better understanding of the clinch from a control perspective than Thais do. Thais have great understanding of control to do damage, control to offense, control to damage. Wrestlers have an understanding of the clinch, control to control, control to takedown. I think wrestlers could be great fighting in kind of like a modified Thai style with the clinch because their clinch game is outstanding, but you really haven't seen a lot of trainers teaching wrestlers to fight against the fence using their advantages in the clinch, overhooks, underhooks, body clinch, etc., etc. I think they could do a lot of damage offensively in the clinch. It's just something you don't see wrestlers do a lot. But you saw in this show today, good to great wrestlers have a big advantage over Thais in the clinch, especially in MMA when you can put them in the fence. They have a better understanding of the clinch game, the overall clinch game. I've always felt that way, and I think these two fights kind of showed that again.